Today, Tuesday, September 16th, 2025. Today's EON is brought to you by the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver. Actually, surprisingly, I'm not going to defend Adam Silver, but I appreciate him saying the truth. Instead of him saying we got to find ways like the NFL where people are going to watch the games, and I get it, the NFL is doing the same exact thing, and it's the same exact issue. But the same exact thing where, oh, you're going to have to, he's defending the NBA by saying, it doesn't matter. We give content for free when it comes to YouTube, but we don't care about live games. So we're gonna add games on Peacock. We're gonna add games on Amazon and all these Apple, whatever, all these platforms that you have to pay a subscription to that company. I mean, he's just being honest. To tell you the truth, he is correct in that manner. But I don't think it's for a commissioner to be politically, like, he has to be politically correct in a way that he has to be for the fan base. But he's just saying straight up, I don't care about you. You're not the main thing, and that's my problem with him. And it's been like that since day one. The fans mean nothing. The fans are garbage. They get kicked out of every game for saying boo-hoo to the player. They're saying fire Nico after Luka gets traded, and you're gonna get thrown out of the game because you're telling a man that he should be fired for his work. They're not saying to kill the guy. They're saying what you just did is a fireable offense to your job. That's the point. But the NBA just kicks out players, and don't tell me that was a team. Da da da. No, when you tell Luka Doncic something that's not egregious at all from a fan in the crowd, and the fan says, "Go get on a treadmill," and the fan gets kicked out of the game, there's nothing egregious to that. There's nothing malicious. There's no bad intent. It's a trash talking game, and fans get the trash talk. Well, welcome to the game. Obviously, there are lines that be crossed, but telling somebody to get on a treadmill is not a fireable offense. If somebody tells me to get on a treadmill, they're right. I got to get on a treadmill. I got to move. You are correct. Whoever's watching this, you're correct. But when you have people like Adam Silver just basically saying like stuff like, no, you're not the main part of the game. The main part of the game is obviously the TV, is the players and the TV guys. The players could do whatever they want. The players, whatever they say is gospel, and except for Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons suddenly wasn't a great player, but Ben Simmons was able to do whatever he wanted before. And all these guys like Joel Embiid, I don't play back-to-backs, and you go, oh, that's great. I understand you did a little bit to help with the 65 games, but the in-season tournament is not a big of a deal anymore. It's a deal. It's not a big of a deal anymore. You start to play the All-Star game and you make up a new thing and no one cares. It's just insanity. But you know what? I give credit where he's technically correct about people don't watch full things anymore. But the NFL, everybody's on glued to the TV and with the NFL. Everybody's still watching Red Zone. Everybody's still watching the games 1 to 4. Everybody's still watching Sunday night games. How come the NFL could still be going, but you obviously you have a product and you keep saying, oh, it's people just don't watch the product anymore. Obviously, there are 82 games. It's a lot different than 17, but somehow people are watching. You can't have that guy. I hate to say it, everybody says different era. It's not just a different era. There's something to it. Thursday night games when I was younger, if you had Kobe versus LeBron on a Thursday night on TNT, people were staying up to watch it. Now, on the East Coast, maybe not as much as the West Coast if the game was in LA. Of course not. But Michael Jordan, that was a big deal. Michael Jordan, remember, the ratings in 99 and 2000 weren't the same ratings as 98 and 97, 96, 97, 98. Why? Because of Michael. Everybody says, well, it's a different era. No, it's not just a different era. It's more than that. There's something to it. People could say what they want about technology, and that is a thing. We're not saying it's not a thing. But people trying to say adjust things to ratings, it's just the same thing. It's just a different way of doing it. No, it's not. Because Steph Curry a couple years ago in his Game 7 against Sacramento, where he, I believe, scored 50 plus, if I'm not mistaken, and he had a great game to beat the Sacramento Kings, everybody was tuned into that. The first round ratings, even last year, 2 years ago, was big. It's just you can't sustain it. So there's obviously something to it. It's not just, oh, it's just the fact that they're this. No, if people are glued to technology, maybe they should stay on it the whole time. I mean, obviously, big, a crazy news story happens, unfortunately, too often. Everybody's glued to that. Everybody's glued to the situation that happens when a, God forbid, a country invades another country. Everybody's in tune. Why? Even the 5-year-olds are in tune. So the same thing with the NBA, with basketball, football, and baseball. The Yankees Dodgers World Series, they had their best ratings in the World Series in years. If I'm not mistaken, last year the baseball game was in the top 100 rate of viewers of sports television last year. More than any other basketball game, because it was the Yankees Dodgers. That's just how it is. But Adam Silver is already making the excuses. I'm just here. You're just here to collect money. We give content for free. We don't really care who watches the live games anymore. It's irrelevant. And that's what it is. That's what he's been his whole career. We are irrelevant people. They don't care about you. We know we're not going to die. We know we're going to be too popular enough that we're going to get a lot of money anyways. We're never going to be, we might go down a little bit. We might go up a little bit, but who cares? We're going to be sustainable. And that's a fact. Because the fact that I'm talking about it, they're going to be sustainable forever. Same thing with MLB. Same thing with the NFL. The NFL could go down a lot, but it will never be destroyed in our lifetime, most likely. Because it will never be so bad. Like boxing, besides for the biggest ones, it's not going to go to that level where nobody knows any boxers anymore. Besides from a good friend of mine who knows everything about boxing. But like, boxing is like, no, we know casually, we know the best hockey players in the world. Hockey will never like be like that. We don't know everything about hockey, but we know, oh, that guy John Tavares, Connor McDavid. We know casually guys, but we don't know hockey so much. But basketball is always going to be like that. It will never be too bad. And that's just what you have to live with. And so why not? If in their eyes, they don't care. They could care less. They just care about the TV money, so what does it matter? And that's the thing, like, not everybody can pay for all these subscriptions. It's like, oh, this is the new wave. Not really, because cable television was every channel. NBA League Pass was an extra thing, and now you get an NBA League Pass, now you have to pay for more stuff. I don't know what to say. I just don't, but this is who he is. He's a commissioner that could care less about his fan base, and it's irrelevant. And it means nothing to him. We don't mean a thing. We never did to this guy. He never really appreciated us. I don't remember him thanking the fans. Every year, when David Stern was commissioner, they would have before like after the time out of the commercials, they would have like all these players saying, wow, these fans have been amazing to us. But I really, since he came in, I didn't hear these things. I didn't hear these appreciation for fans as much. I really didn't. All I hear is, oh, we got to help out the world and fix the world, and the world sucks, even though we're in our 5-floor, 6-floor mansions. Guys, the world sucks. This is what is going on right now. And we're being oppressed by having our 6-floor mansions. That's what the NBA is now. I mean, whatever. There are problems in this world, but I just don't see... I don't see you having problems. I mean, obviously, you have your personal issues, but I don't see you struggling like that. That's just what I see since he got into the league. And everything, it's been like, whatever the players want. They want to kick out a fan for saying, you stop eating hot dogs, you'll be thrown out of the game. And that's what it's going to be. I mean, that's the NBA. It's not it's not a league for the fans. Even though fans still love it, it's still entertaining. And it will be entertaining because they are the best basketball players in the world, and it's not even close. That will always be the case until one league starts paying them more money, which I don't see anytime soon. Thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy.